All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer. We're Brian the Grizzly, and we are gonna check out the final trailer for Venom: The Last Dance. I didn't even realize that it's the final trailer, so this thing's coming out like soon,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so
You're
I'm gonna
like,
go.
thank God.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, they're not killing us with the trailers, like where like I see it all the time where it's getting annoying, like other movies. But yeah, I just want this like ride to be over.
It's all
This
I think
Venom
yes.
ride.
It's weird because it's 6 weeks. I think it has to come out to the end of October.
Yeah, right. That's what I thought. Like I thought it was like early November or late October. So I
I think
was
it's
like,
like October 20 something.
that's a long time for this to be the final trailer. I'm like, because usually
Maybe
they
they're
release
just
the final trailer like a week or so before.
if they do too many, they might think it might be a problem. People might find them out. But
Yeah.
they might know it's not gonna be crap.
Yeah. So yeah, so let's watch it and we'll check it out. And then there's a bunch of rumors and news that comes along with it. So we'll get into all that fun stuff. But let's check out this trailer and then we'll talk about it.
All right, here we go.
Eddie, I'm with you to the end.
This is your captain speaking. If you look out to your left, you'll see a beautiful view of the Grand Canyon.
Told you we could fly!
Oh, the sun grows dirty!
Jesus Christ! Where it takes you! You're not going to like this.
No, I can absolutely guarantee you I'm not gonna.
My home has found us.
Who sent that thing?
My creator.
Of course.
The symbionts didn't come here by accident. They were running.
From what? What's his name then?
No! We have something he needs. As long as Venom lives, everything will end.
What are we doing?
We need a disguise.
Hey, man.
Whoa!
Why'd you keep knocking people out? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Oh, baby, it's a while.
We've come a long way, you and me.
It's hard
We
to
are strong.
This world can't survive if you stay together.
Oh, baby, it's a while.
But I need him. You're bad people.
There we are.
Always remember you.
There comes a time in every man's life where you have to make a sacrifice.
Eddie, I'm with you to the end.
I always remember you.
No, this is all the money that we have.
What is this feeling? It's like
This feeling?
It's like all of my problems have gone away. No!
I think you broke me foot.
Eddie, I need more money.
Here, October 25th.
Yep, so October 25th. I don't know, man.
I always remember.
Yeah. Wait,
It doesn't
I'll
look
let
as
you
bad
go.
as it doesn't look as bad as the other one. It's Let There Be Carnage. It doesn't look as bad as Let There Be Carnage.
I can say that.
And I think at least that's a storyline. I agree that I don't like what they've done with Venom, especially because they've now released all these new Venom comic books. I've been reading a lot of them, and they have I guess they made them into more of a jokey joke, recently they've been very dark,
Yeah,
very
that
much
I know,
dark,
yeah.
and it's I don't know, it's not the same as this, and I would have rather a very dark film. And nowadays we know how dark movies can work, rated R movies can work, because you have the superhero aspect of it, and then you have the real world darkness of it, and
Mhm.
a combination of the two could be something special. I don't think this is special, but it doesn't look bad. You think it looks bad? I don't think it looks bad. I just think it's not special that it could be.
And this trailer, it makes the movie look a little bit better than the last couple trailers I've seen. It still has the same problem where it's a very goofy Eddie, um, and I like the cocky, arrogant like Eddie. Venom's still like very goofy, like you said too, but that's just this version of Venom. Um, my biggest issue was with this was you're giving us one of the coolest, most badass villains
Mm,
that was bigger than any bad guy you can think of. He was above that. You know what I mean? He was older, stronger, more evil, more messed up. Like Knull is wind up being one of the coolest I think runs, when they did the whole Venom saga, I forgot what it was called, like the whole Knull saga in Marvel recently. That was a lot of fun to read.
mhm.
Because Knull was like so much. Um, but to have Knull just be like, oh, just a shitty version of Venom is gonna fight Knull. It was like it took the entire universe
I don't
like
think that
to go against Knull.
you think that he's going to fight Noel.
I don't
I
think
think Noel is going to be on the outside looking in. I don't think you're going to get Noel. It's going to be like Thanos. I'll do this myself. Something like to that effect.
like he sends his kids kind of thing. I forgot what they're called.
Exactly. You're
Uh,
never going to get the Null, because Venom would. I mean, Null is king of all the symbiotes. He created all of them. So I
yeah.
don't think that that's going to be what it's going to be about. I think they're going to introduce him, and then we're going to see him in future projects.
Which is even more scary because you're gonna have Knull it looks like they might kill Venom in this one. I doubt they do. But this is the last one that they said they're gonna do. So I don't know. I don't get where it's gonna lead. You're gonna lead the King of the Symbiotes, but you're finishing up the Venom story. You know what I mean? And you don't have a Spider-Man in your Spider-Verse, so that's a problem.
Mhm.
And it's like, so what? All the half-ass bad guys are gonna go against Null. Like I don't know what they're doing, and that's my biggest issue is I don't know what Sony's doing. You know, and then you take a character that's so cool that could be like a whole phase in Marvel. If they had all the toys to play with, like Null could be a whole thing. You know what I mean? You can like venomize a bunch of the MCU and have a Null kind of saga, like a Venom saga. I thought that would be cool. Like that's how the level he is.
You could do Reign of Terror.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
yeah. Now you could do a bunch of cool stuff, but it's just I don't
I
know.
don't mind it in this. I do not mind it at all. What my problem with Null is, you know, Null needs to be somewhere where we're going to have X-Men and we're going to have Fantastic Four and Cosmic Entity. Cosmic, he's like, you know, omniscient, like omnipresent. Like he's all the things. He's
He's like older than the universe. Like he's older than
cannot
like
destroy
everything.
you. Yeah, you
Yeah,
cannot destroy him. He's everything.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
He
so
was the darkness before anything was made. Like that's how like he's like old. Yeah. So it's
but
just
that's why I think that he should be in the MCU. I don't think
I
that
should.
that you should have him in Sony, because Sony doesn't have anything to play with.
Yeah. And even I mean, they don't know how to play with things because you could figure things out. You could figure things out. and it has some good stuff, but you said you keep making trash, like Venom has been the less trashy of all their stuff,
And,
um
I think
for
this
sure.
Venom's going to make some money.
It's
I
gonna
won't
make
be.
money.
It's going to make $800 million, and you're going to be like, I can't believe it made $800 million, but I think
No,
it's still going to make.
it's gonna make some money.
Yeah.
Because it's the last one. They're toting it around like this is it. This is the last time you're gonna see Venom and Tom Hardy and blah blah blah. And that alone is gonna push a lot of people to do it because people do like it. Um I mean, and like I said, like this one doesn't look as bad as the second one. The second one, that trailer when they show what's his name with the red wig
Oh
was,
my god, it
oh my
looks so
god.
bad.
This one I everything happened and I was like not surprised of all the jokes and the goofiness of it all. But the Knull kind of surprised me in this one. I was like, wow, you're
And that to me means it could be good because it could, it might introduce the Abyss, and then they use the Abyss as something else. Maybe they can't cross over uh Venom, but maybe they use Knull to be Spider-Man.
yeah.
Spider-Man in a great
I mean, it
villain.
would be an interesting way to tie into the MCU because you can always do oh my god. The sword
Oh, I know you
what's his name used?
the
Anyway,
Necroscurls. The Necroscurls.
the necro sword.
Yeah.
Because that's Null's sword, and Gore the God Butcher winds up getting it, and that's how he kills a bunch of gods. So you can find a way where like he lost it and somehow it winded up in the 616. You can like I there's a way you could connect it. I just
You
don't
can
know if
even
they have it.
so here's the thing I heard about that they're going to fast track Thor 5.
Mhm.
And maybe that's how they connect this stuff.
Yeah.
You have Knull deal with Thor. He's already going to deal with Hercules and all these other gods.
Mhm.
I mean, Knull is really a deity. Maybe that's what they do, and then that and the crossover goes through Thor to get to Spider-Man.
We could. I wouldn't mind that. Like work its way down,
Mhm.
to it all. So it doesn't look like it's gonna be the worst Venom. I'll say that. I'm not super hyped about it. But this trailer I think is probably the best trailer out of all of them I've seen so far. This one's the best one. Like because it really makes it feel like this is the end.
Yep.
Like, and I'm kind of curious, like, what do they have? And I keep wondering is like they have the perfect symbiotic relationship, you know what I mean? Because that's what Eddie and Venom kind of had in the comic books. They had the perfect, like, relationship, where like no other symbiote can be at
Ever
that
fight with them
kind of level
because
or
they're
something like
together.
that.
They're together because them
Yeah.
and their hosts will never be one, and they have become to a point where they become one. We
Yeah.
are Venom.
Yeah. So, I didn't read too much after the whole Knull kind of stuff. I know like the sun is involved and the original Venom kind of thing. It gets it's all over the place with the level of insanity with the new Venom stuff. Um, but with this, yeah, like I said, I mean, I'll probably go see it for sure. But
Oh, I am. That's not a
yeah,
question.
yeah, I'm just really afraid like they're gonna ruin a really cool bad guy, like a really
Hey,
cool
or
bad guy.
you're just introducing him, and then
Yeah.
you're gonna let him be more. Because I mean, we getting Galactus and Silver Surfer and Fantastic
That's
Four,
MCU. That's MCU. This is Sony.
but maybe they allow that to cross over. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's the introduction of Noel, and then because I saw that Noel might be doing something for Spider-Man 4. Maybe
Yeah.
he's the guy there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so that's the next rumor. They as soon as this trailer came out, like within like 10 minutes or something stupid, I saw the rumor of that Knull is going to be in Secret Wars. I saw Knull's going to be in Spider-Man 4. That this is how Tom
Tom Holland.
what's his name? Tom Holland gets his black suit, so yeah.
I mean, they could,
I'm curious. I'm curious.
and then if Noel never really shows up in the movie. Like it's just the idea of Knull that's being introduced, and then we never get really get Knull. And then that way you can't say that he was actually in a Sony movie, so it doesn't cross off the bad guy for being able to go into Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And then you allow Knull to be that guy, and then now you can have a epic Spider-Man.
Yeah. Because I know it's all on Sony, from what I understand. Like Sony has to allow whatever character to go play in the MCU, sandbox. So if they're like, yeah, hey, he like Knull can go back and forth. Like that'll be interesting, but
yeah, they allow it. They said this is the one villain you could choose one, and the MCU was going to go with Craven because they were going to ground it, but then they made them think, okay, we need something that's more epic, more big, a lot bigger, and they said, well, if you want us to be bigger and we don't want a grounded, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, then you need to give us a villain that's going to be worthy of our epicness.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone is, Knull is.
Yeah. I mean, he is kind of new-ish in the comic book, so I'm worried like maybe a lot of people won't know who he is because it's such a new-ish character. But yeah. But I'm curious. This one definitely piqued my interest. That's why I'm like I didn't hate the trailer, but I am very, very worried of what they're gonna do with Knull. It could be cool. It could be
trash.
But I mean, Sony has a good track record of garbage, so we'll see.
Let's look at some of these comments because we got a lot of them. Pull them up.
Let me see what we got. Let's see. Viewer Drew said, I find it stupid that people complain about some superhero movies being depressing while they're not having much humor. They at least tell a story and make us connect with the characters. Okay. Yeah. I see, and I don't mind if anything's too depressing or too serious or too goofy, as long as it fits the character. You know what I mean? As long as it fits the character, it should be fine. Like Guardians being kind of more goofy-ish was okay because
that's a better way to tell the story and for us to care about those characters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, Momber said, "Can't wait." Okay. Okay. Travis said, "I'm curious who they cast as Knull." Yeah. Oh yeah. It could be no one, but I can see them pouring some money in to get a big name. Yeah. Yeah. It depends how much they put them in.
Maybe what they go Mads. See Mads.
No. No, that's that'd be messed up, but be kind of funny too. I heard some people are already saying it's Henry Cavill. I'm like, stop it.
It can't be everybody.
Yeah, I know. It's just everything. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how it depends how much they use him. Like if, like what Brian said, if they just do some flashes of him, like you see him on the throne and stuff like that, then you don't have to worry about it. You can save it for later.
You or recast him just like you did with Kane with Thanos before. Thanos. Yeah.
So, but I wouldn't mind seeing him a little bit. Yeah. Big Ford said, "It don't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. I'll admit, like I'm not as hateful as I was that first trailer. I thought that first trailer was trash. This trailer I was a little bit better. It's just interesting what they're doing with the villain, and if what they bring it into Spider-Man, because I was like, we were kind of being told that Spider-Man was going to become a more grounded neighborhood Spider-Man, and now you're going to throw like a god of gods in there.
They told us that that Sony and MCU has been fighting about it, and that Sony's looks like they were going to win. So if Sony won, that means it would be another epic thing with crossover with all the Spider-Man again, and they get the Spider-Geddon through Spider-Man. So if that will be the case, then you need to have a grand villain, and Knull is probably the grandest of all the villains for Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean, he's not even a Spider-Man villain. He's a Venom villain, like legit, like actual Venom villain. Yeah.
I mean, as I say, he's God of all symbionts, so he controls the abyss. He could create anything. He created a freaking planet out of the abyss.
Good example. My top 3 superhero movies of all time. My profile: Dark Knight, Spider-Man 2, which are very somber movies. Yeah. Wait, what's your third one? Or the one in my profile picture? Oh, Logan.
Yeah, Logan.
The
Logan's
one in his
very-
profile picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. All those are very, very somber. Very.
Yeah, but Logan might be the greatest superhero movie of ever. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all 3 of those are like.
But Dark Knight might be, and so Spider-Man too.
Yeah, you can make arguments for each one of those. Yeah. Travis said if they were to tie this in this
tie this into the MCU.
into the MCU, no could easily be retcon into a Celestial. Yeah, the symbiotes being his form of expansion. Ego was going for. They could do something like that. I mean, they can even go like even more crazy. Like he's older than the Celestials. You know what I mean?
He was around when they were created.
Yeah. You know, and you can do some cool stuff with Knull. You can do some cool stuff, and I'm not against like doing some cool retcons either, if it makes sense. The piece of the symbiote that was left behind finds a shattered necro sword and reassembles it. That could be neat tie-in. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And we got Kingdom of Nerds. What's
up, Kingdom?
I know they do a lot with Mama Bear.
Mama Bear.
Appreciate being here, Kingdom of Nerds. Thank you so much coming in and supporting us. Travis said, what's frustrating is the initial Sony slate was made up of Venom, Morbius, Black Cat, and most notably Nightwatch. The cast of Maximum Carnage, it seemed they were building to that as an event.
Yeah, Nightwatch. I actually reading something about Nightwatch the other day.
Like
recently,
movie wise?
Yeah, like
really?
he's going to could be in one of the upcoming movie, or what? I don't know if I can't remember if it was older or something like that, and that's what happened.
Yeah, but again, man, it's like you're gonna have Black Cat without Spider-Man. Morbius, I guess you could kind of mess around without Spider-Man. Venom, 100%, 1000% needs to have Spider-Man, and that to me, that's the wild thing. Yeah,
it's a mistake. It's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, that's the thing I think you're missing from Venom that could take him like from this little goofy kind of thing to like maybe an actual like bad guy. I don't know. Let's see. They decided to blow it and make the second movie in the universe. Yeah.
That'll be interesting though.
Second movie. Yeah.
I liked Morbius, damn it. You and you.
I was gonna say you're the only one that went to go watch it when it got re-released in theaters.
It's like you go walk in the theater, no one, even the people that are working there, like I ain't gonna see that again.
Here's a trash bag. Clean up after yourself. It said, "Oh, I knew you feel at home here." Oh yeah. Let's see. I appreciate Mama Bear sharing the stream. One of the biggest parts of Venom 2 was Cletus's backstory shown in sketches. If they figure out a similar device to explain Knull, it could be cool.
But Knull is so old. I mean,
you can keep some of it like mysterious because because like you said, he is so old that you're like, we don't know where he's from. All we know is he's like the creator of all of us. All the symbiotes. And that's all you really need to know
he's
for
the creator of the darkness.
Yeah. So, but yeah, cool. So that's our thoughts for it. We'll see what happens with it. If it turns into an MCU thing, if it turns into a Spider-Man thing, if it's good or it's bad. I never root for a movie to do bad. I want to see a good movie. So, but we'll see. We'll definitely talk about it when it comes out and hopefully say it's good. But it is a Sony movie after all. But, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are we wrong? Any other theories that we might have not talked about? But let us know. If you are watching us live, stick around because we got to move on to our next topic. for the night.